Welcome to the WBC arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, the Giant. Up first is the Giant from Canada. Against them, mediocre.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Canada, the Giant. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the green trunks, trimmed with green, mediocre.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. It's all offense all the time. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Beautiful counter shot. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? The courage on display here is incredible. Punch, counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Caution being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
And here's the bell to start round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Can't score with that jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the corner.
There's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Sometimes I've been in with fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down. Then you get a little dirty.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Just misses with that uppercut. He parries away the left uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Now, it's a tougher fight. And he's going to be confident now.
Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Nope, that uppercut does not score. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Tricia, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Happy? I like that round. Good work.
Time for the fifth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. Power punches galore in this round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. The jab can't find a home. A swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Think of holding on here for a minute. That counter shot lands. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds. Did you see that? Stumbling around in potholes. Boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Round 7, here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can't land the jab there. Incredible work rate. Catch and shoot. Do you believe what we are seeing? There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Oh my! That's a game changer! From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Do you believe what we are seeing? And the Giant's been knocked down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just... There's the bell to start round 9. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Hold that thought! What a nightmare scenario! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. And down goes the Giant. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
He's boxing back together. Right, let's knock them.
There's the bell for round 10. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They exchange punches, and now going for the finish. Right back into the fray.
Defense is everything, because...
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round. Here's the 11th. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter shot. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside punch round.
Nice counter shot. And a good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You still want to fight?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
That hook just can't find the target. His stamina is off the charts. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt? Did you see that? So much for defensive abilities. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
3 days now.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks.